Hey everybody, Skinny K here again with another movie, a recent one from 2025 called The Monkey. Now, The Monkey gets a 6.2 in IMDb, gets a 5.5 from me. It's a movie that I'll probably rewatch again, but it is written by two guys, one of which is Stephen King. It's based on a short story of Stephen King, and the director's called Osgood Perkins. Now, apparently, James Wan had something to do with this movie, and also the makers of the movie Longlegs, that thriller psychological horror movie with Nicolas Cage. I have not seen yet, but has divided opinions. That is, Longlegs is like a Silence of the Lambs type of movie. Yeah, I'm not sure. That same feeling you got from that movie. But okay, I digress. Now you've got Theo James. He's our main actor, and the cool thing is he plays two parts. He's a twin. He plays Hell and the brat twin, the let's say evil twin or the frustrating twin called Billy. Um, you've got Tatiana Masley, sorry, as Lois, their mom. You got Christian Convey playing young Hal, and Billy. He also plays two roles. This boy. Colin O'Brien as the son of Hal when he's grown up as PD. And we got Elijah Wood, a small role in this one, but it's pretty funny as Ted, the new father of will become the new father of PD, a wealthy book writer. But okay, this will not be a spoiler review. This will be a non-spoiler review because this movie is rather new and I don't know how many people will watch this. Now, what I meant with the two young, so the movie basically starts off with a guy in a pilot's outfit bringing this monkey, so the typical monkey with the drums like this, right? And he comes in full of blood in a pilot outfit in a pawn store, a pawn shop, and he wants to here take it, just take it. And the guy doesn't want to take toys. He says we don't do that. It seems to be broken. Eventually, the monkey starts to play, and what happens is it's like Final Destination. You can sort of um, compare it to that because every time the monkey, first he does this, and then he starts to drum, and when the drumming is over, something like an accident happened. In this case, a rat that's in the store nibbles down a rope, and that rope is attached to a what's it called? A spear gun, and the spear gun goes with a rope on. It goes straight to the pawn shop owner's belly, rips it back out with all the intestines coming with it. So it's pretty gory. The movie's really gory. It's a horror comedy, slapstick, but also a splatter movie. In IMDb, it's called a splatter movie. So we go back. This appeared to be the father of Kristen Convery, young Hal and Billy. Now, why is Billy the dominant one? He he says that he ate most of the placenta when when they came out. There is this moment when they have the monkey there, and he says, say, if you want to have the monkey, say, I'll suck your banana to the monkey. And he says, no, no, Bill, I don't want to do it or I'll eat more of your placenta. Like this. So he's like constantly egging him on and doing things like that. And the mom is really a basket case. I mean, so at some point, they go to this hibachi place, teppanyaki place. You know, I love those kind of restaurants where you've got the hot plate and this guy, this usually Asian guy, is doing these and then making like these mountains of rice and making a volcano out of it. In this case, the Bill and young Bill and Hal are there with their babysitter, and the babysitter is flirting with the hibachi guy, and the hibachi guy is doing this bag because he makes a heart out of rice, and then lets the heart thump like you know. She and eventually they got the monkey in the car and it starts to play on its own, which sort of contradicts the entire thing about the monkey because the monkey has to be winded down to play. So that didn't compute, but okay. Um, and the guy, when he's doing his trick, he uses this soba knife, this super sharp butcher knife looking thing, and he just and then what he did was apparently just cut the head off of the you see the babysitter, you see her like you see this gash coming and then he's like her head falls off. So every time the monkey does something like that, it kills. Now what also something that the monkey doesn't kill the person who twists it, but does not say, let's say if you hate your bully and you want him killed in a mysterious way and it can be linked to you because the monkey kills him, you can ask him that, rotate the key because it's one of those old monkeys, like I said, rotating a key to wind it up. It doesn't listen, and at some point a lot of family members get killed. There's a moment where this uncle uh, he's 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 like he's he's sitting there before we go, Uncle Sid or something, and he's a guy who said uh, with a beer can. You know, we never had kids, so we never had to get up when we had to. But I'm a swinger, so. And then eventually he dies because he's in a hunting accident, but the real accident was he was sleeping in his sleeping bag outside camping and he got trampled by a stampede of horses. When they opened the bag, it's like opening a cherry pie. All the guts, he was completely mush. So these things happen, and you got this super funny priest who he comes up with this blonde ponytail, a young guy, and he says, "Oh shit!" He goes to the pulpit and he says, "Listen, you know, shit happens, right? It's a coin flip, basically. Life is a coin flip. I mean, it is what it is. Why not you or you? Coin flip, okay?" And instead of doing it does like this. It's a real cool thing, and that was during the funeral of the babysitter was killed by the hibachi knife, and then the mom is also so weird. When she said at some point they're sitting on a stone bench on the graveyard when they just buried the babysitter, and she's saying to her two kids like, "Everybody's gonna die. I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die." And it bends Maybe you'll die in your sleep, or maybe you'll die bounded by nylon and tape your mouth shut and you die horribly. That's an option. So, what do you think? Let's dance? And then you get this scene, which is a cute scene in a way. The mom's dancing and the two kids are dancing and in their still in their funeral. I mean the black the cut you know the funeral outfit, everything in black, and they're dancing and cut to a scene to that scene when they're dancing. Now, eventually, when they know about the monkey, they try to get rid of it multiple times. For example, like hacking it to pieces, but when it hacks him to pieces, it sheds blood like a real animal, but it's not an animal, it's like a plush mechanic. And putting in a dumpster, and lo and behold, it's back there. It's like coming back, back, and back again until a moment that they just um, they threw it in this well and it didn't came back. Now, fast forward, you've got Hal, and Theo James also plays the Hal brother and the Bill brother. He plays dual roles. He he is he's a cashier in a supermarket, but he doesn't want to have friends. He doesn't want to have any family around him, but he do have a son called Pete, who he calls Petey. Now, at some point, it's his turn to go. His boss is like this Don King, this black guy with a Don King hair. You know the hair that's completely exploded. Young guy. I think he's like less than 20, smoking weed, saying, "Oh man, he got a kid. That's a drag." Yeah, you can go home. And that's the boss, the store manager. Okay. Eventually, he goes to get his kid, and he arrives at this mansion with these cobblestones, a beautiful mansion. And before you see a scene, and I actually thought, oh, this guy looks so familiar. And then I saw, I couldn't point my finger, and it's fucking Elijah Wood, Frodo himself. And it's like I know him from Frodo, but he's got older, of course. And he's sitting there. He wrote several books. He's holding the hand of Pete, of Hell, and the hand of his ex-wife, and he's saying, "Feel your energy. I have your energy." And he goes back to the desk, and he says, "Listen, Hell, I will adopt Petey. Petey, you, it's over." What? Why? Why? Can he do that? Of course, I just got your energy. My energy? I, I didn't give you my energy. We just did. And yeah, my energy is strong. Oh yeah, I just and then hell. Oh yeah, and I pissed in your bushes when I came in here. So, and then Ted, Elijah Wood is, let's arm wrestle. For what? For your marbles, and that I mean your balls. it's just, it's just great. It's great banter. The humor is really funny. That at the meantime, somebody has the monkey and it's turning the keys multiple times, and everybody they're in Maine, and everybody around Maine starts to die. I mean, a guy gets um, what was it? A guy gets shredded by some weed whacker thing. A woman that's golfing wants to take the ball, and a cobra like Are there any cobras in Maine? Normally, no. That's that. Apparently, that one just attacks her in the neck. Things like that. Constant murders are murders. I mean, accidents are happening all through Maine. And of course, Maine. Why Maine? Because Stephen King's from Maine. I did the Stephen King tour when I was up there in Maine, and I actually went to his house. And now, if he was home, he would have come and greeted me. Now, he wasn't home, but the house he has, that's this big house made of colonial style, and he has this gate with these two goblins on the, for the stone goblins, and he has those over his house, and he has this tree carved up into these monsters in his yard. It's pretty cool. And if he sees you, he's apparently a guy, and that's something that's not in mainstream news. Maine isn't the most. So this is a little bit of a side thing that I wanted to say. Maine isn't a wealthy state, but Stephen King made a lot of shit happen in Maine. He made an entire kids wing on the hospital, so kids can a wing for kids. He made an entire new library. He made an entire new swimming for kids and adults to go swimming. Swimming pools. He made so many things happen in Bangor with that things all charity, all coming from his own pocket, not asking any money. The guy is a straight up guy. He was an alcoholic. He doesn't drink anymore, but he would come and greet you with a cup of coffee. You want some coffee? No problem. Let's drink some coffee. It's a straight up guy. He's not a Hollywood guy like people lure them myself. No, he's a straight up guy. He's you and me. Yeah. Regular folk, right? But in any case, this movie is good. I'm not gonna spoil it. It has an epic ending. Somebody, like I said, is turning the keys, but who is this somebody? That's something that I'm not gonna spoil. And he basically, Hal, and Petey get into this situation of pulled in of finding who is the guy who's winding up the monkey. Like I said, there is one thing that I said that didn't compute. That's when he's in the car with the teppanyaki plays and nobody winds him up and he just starts to do it on his own. That's an error there, right? That's an error. Now, in any case, like I said, good acting, funny dialogue, funny moments, great splatter. I mean, a lot of splatter. It's not horrifying, but it's splatter. It's just like, boom, everybody blows up or gets mauled or gets fucked up beyond all recognition. But and after that, there's a funny piece of dialogue. So it's more of a comedy, but with splatter aspects and a creepy looking monkey. Now also, before I forget, this monkey reminded me of a movie from the 80s, early 80s, called The Addict. The Addict, and the reason it doesn't have anything to do with a monkey. It's not even a horror movie. It's more of a thriller movie, maybe a psychological horror movie. I never watched it, But if I'll put the poster on the screen so you can judge for yourself. This looks like the killer monkey, a little bit of different clothes, but it's early 80s. So I thought, where did I see that monkey before? And that's from that movie. So coincidence? I'm not sure, right? Because Stephen King didn't have anything to do with that movie, The Addict. So yeah, great watch. I recommend it. Look, it's a new movie. It's funny, has some good humor, great characters, great splatter and splatter humor in a way, um, and a creepy toy monkey again. So give it a watch, subscribe. It's free, and let's have some more fun, right? Bye.